All right, everyone. Welcome to the Blyve headquarters. We live in this conference room. We wish we were living over there in beautiful Napa County. We're actually live in downtown San Jose, and my name is Randy Kassar. And next to me,
I'm Ramsey Kassar. I'm the CEO and Chief Product Officer over here at Blyve.
and so we're really excited today to show you guys all about how to host a live Q&A session using Blyve. We've done lots of different events as attended as consumers, but also really built the product over the past, what's it been, 5-6 years?
Yeah, almost 6 years.
And so we're really excited to kind of give you the lay of the land of all the product features that we built to really help you as a brand, as as an individual, if you're using it for live blogging, all the features that we have. So Ramsey will walk us through the demo, show you from a moderator view and a consumer view. Mm-hmm. And if you guys, first of all, let's just do an audio check and see who's out there. Introduce yourself in the chat. And if you're watching us on YouTube, go to blyve.com/demo. It's blyve.com/demo. And we're doing all the chat and all the polls and taking all your questions over there. The hashtag for this event, if you want to post it on Twitter, is Blyve Q&A. So you guys can use that. So Blyve Q, the ampersand and A, and we'll filter those tweets into the stream. And without further ado, Ramsey, it's all you. So let's switch over to screen share and go from there.
All right, folks. So on the right-hand side of your screen, you should see on the left-hand side of your screen, you should see a video that is basically a screen share of my screen. On the right-hand side of your screen, there should be a live Blyve event. And at the very top, there is a section where you can punch in a comment. So for those of you that are there, and we see a handful of you currently attending, for those that are there, could you please go ahead and just punch in a comment, put in your name, and announce yourself, and we'll approve your question into the live stream. So this is not just an introduction, but part one of our demo today. So go ahead and click in the text area, punch in a comment, it'll ask you for your name, and then click submit. This is basically the experience that anybody who might be attending your own live events in the future will have. So we'd love to show you how that whole process works. And we're going to do one as well. There we go. So Randy just put in a comment. I think you guys can see it now. It says, I'm here, who else? So again, on the right-hand side of your screen, it's probably best to maximize your screen. Go ahead and click into the text area, punch in a comment, tell us who you are, and all right, there we go. Hi, Quentin. Nice to meet you virtually. All right, so for those watching, we're just getting going here, just a few minutes late, but thanks for joining. We're going to take you through a Q&A session here of Blyve, and the experience that you're looking at on Blyve.com demo is an actual experience that you yourself could run, and is using our Blyve producer account level and our LiveBoards product, and you can create different sorts of modules. We've chosen to do a live video feed, Twitter curation, a poll, and a live stream. So all this is really easy and quite simple. So let's go ahead and start with a demo. So I'm showing you here, why don't we do this? Let's go back to the dashboard, and I'm going to show you how you create your first event. So once you sign in to Blyve, you will have access to this dashboard. This dashboard is basically your control center for all the different events that you plan on running. And it really comes down to three main categories on this page. On the left-hand side over here, you will see a Create New Event button. And if you were to select it, this is where you punch in your event name, You can start it now or take RSVPs. This is where you put where where the event is going to be hosted. So we make sure to send your viewers to your website instead of ours. The next tab down is Create, Manage Events, I should say, and this is where you can manage all of your events. You can change the state, you can view individual event stats, or at the very bottom down here, you can also export your event stats into a CSV file. For those in the producer level as well, you have access to XML and RSS feeds of your event. And then the last section of the three that I mentioned is Customize. So this is where you can come in, and what you're looking at here is the producer level account of Blyve, by the way, a high-end account type. And this is where you can create different templates and apply different styles to your event. So for example, you could say, I want all moderator comments to be green, and you want all viewer comments to be red or orange. You can also come in here and add your own custom CSS to your event. It's a really neat way to actually, let me give you a better example. So you can actually come in here and add your own custom CSS into your Blyve event, which is a really neat way to really add your own style to it. In order to do the type of event that we're doing today, you would apply what's called a live board. And this is where you would come in and choose from one of three different columns. So let's try to recreate today's experience. So we only want 2 columns. And what we want to do is put the live stream on the right. So these are all the approved comments. We have polls. Let's put that here at the bottom. And we have the live video on the left. And then we have tweets, tweets beneath it. And because it's a video-centric experience, we're going to increase the width of the column here to about 75%. And this is where you would save, and then when you create your event, you would apply it to your event. So just really simple drag and drop sort of creativity here, so you can make this look exactly the way that you want. It's basically giving the control of a web developer into the hands of a marketer. All right, so let's go back to the event, and let's take you through all the other goodies that we have here for you.
Can we just pause for one? If there's any questions so far, make sure to put it into the comment stream. We know there's a little delay on the Google Plus Hangout stream, so just make sure to put in your questions. Quentin, if you have any for Fandroid, let us know, and then any others, let us know. Thanks.
Yeah, so the best way that this event is going to be successful is if you guys punch in some comments, let us know what questions you have. Again, to do that, just enter some text into the right-hand side of the blyve.com/demo page.
So the first question, so the video module is part of the platform. Nice. You want to take that?
Yeah, so Quentin, thanks for the question. So the video module is basically just a pass-through. So I'll give you an example. Well, let's take a step back. So on the screen today, this is what you're looking at here is the console. This is the moderator's view of the event that I'm currently running that you guys are experiencing. And what you see is the live stream. So these are all the messages that have been approved. This is where comments would come in from you guys who are attending the event. And then on the right-hand side, this is a curated list of tweets based on a search query that we put in. So from a video perspective, the way that it works is we have what's called the live video window. And this is where you would just copy and paste the iframe code, and that would then appear inside of the Blyve event.
So the iframe code could come from YouTube?
Yeah, it can come from YouTube, from Ustream, from Livestream, from any sort of iframe-enabled video platform. So the idea here is to make it simple, right? So you don't have to have multiple embed codes on your web page. You can have Blyve be the only embed code, and from within, Blyve can help you manage all the other stuff that you want to put on the screen, whether it's tweets or video or comments or whatever it might be. All right, Quentin, thanks for the comment and for the question. We'll keep going here. So again, just at a very high level, the live stream, again, everything that is approved by you the moderator and either your comments. So I'll put in a comment here saying, thanks everyone for joining. And not only are you going to see it in the live stream, but you should see it now on the right-hand side of your screen as well in the little Blyve module. So what I'd like to do next is just take you kind of through the rest of the features here. So let us do this. Let's create another poll. So on the left-hand side, you have various widgets here. I'm going to go ahead and create a new poll saying, let's see here, what's the weather like where you are at? Sunny, rainy, snowing, hailing? All right, let's make it simple. 4 questions here. 4 different answers. So you can create the poll up to 6 different answers if you want. Today we just did 4. You can add media to the poll if you'd like. You can also share this poll with Facebook and Twitter. So the idea here is that whenever you create a piece of content within Blyve, whether it's a poll or a message or you're composing a reply, that's where you can actually reach out to your social fan base and recruit them back into your event on your website. Blyve works best when it is hosted on your website, around your brand, around your voice, around your message, and any sort of maybe engagement or monetization opportunities that you have for your clients. So for now, I'm going to go ahead and just publish the poll. And on the bottom left of your screen, you should see a new poll that just came in. So if you guys want to go ahead and vote, so over here it is just about to rain. Uh-oh, it's snowing for someone. That's no good. Excellent. So that's the poll widget. And you can see there that you can kind of toggle back and forth between the different polls that are available, and see what the vote is. As a moderator, what you can do. So here we know. Here, let me give you another example. If I go to Manage Polls, we have here the poll that we just created. What's the weather like where you are at? And you'll see that we have now 3 votes. 2 people voted for rainy and 1 person voted for snowing. So if you're doing a new product launch maybe and you're asking people what their favorite color is of the new product you just launched, you can actually get detailed statistics here of the poll data. And what's even better is that when the event is over, you can export all of this event data into a CSV file to see actually all of this data in one kind of spreadsheet. All right, so let's move on to the next thing here. Let us try to do a Twitter search. So one of the nice functions behind Blyve is our ability to curate Twitter. So let's do just do a random search here. Let's say Lady Gaga.
You're brave.
Yeah, I am brave. I never know what's going to come up here. So on the right-hand side of the screen, there's a bunch of new tweets that just showed up about Lady Gaga, and you'll start seeing that they're going to start streaming in. All right, let's find them. Yeah, there they go. There's a few that are coming through.
Little monsters. Where are you? There she is.
There she is. That's a neat belt. Randy has one of those, by the way.
Yes, I do. So neat.
All right. So one of the things that you're seeing here is that if there's media embedded, you actually do get to see the media related to the tweet. So one of the things we can do now is we can come in here. Let's just make some room for me to operate and minimize the video and the polls. And I'm going to go ahead and just grab a bunch of random tweets here, and I'm going to approve them into the left-hand side of the screen. And there's actually one thing that you probably just noticed there. There is a ad that just streamed in, and this is one of the functions of the Blyve platform, is it gives you the ability to add custom ads into your own events. So as we mentioned, for those that are attending Blyve, the Blyve event today, you do, upon sign up of a blogger or producer account, get 500 free pay-as-you-go readers, and we'll address that specific topic a little bit later. in our demo. All right, so we added a bunch of different tweets here, which is really great. Things that we think are relevant to whatever it is that we're doing a Q&A session about. And one thing to show you is as you mouse over the Twitter search stream is now automatically paused so that you can come in and process whatever you want to process, approve whatever you want to approve. Then as you mouse out, the stream will resume. Again, if you mouse over, it'll go gray for a split second. You can process whatever you need to process, and as you mouse out, the stream will resume and new tweets will start coming in. A few other things about Twitter. You can actually find, let's see, this tweet right here is a great tweet. You want to add this user into your event. So let's add a few people just so you can see what that looks like. So I've added 3 different users here, and those 3 users appear on the left-hand side now as accounts that have been saved, Twitter accounts that have been saved. Those accounts, if they were to tweet right now, would end up in the pending stream. And then if they were to tweet, you would see the tweet here that you could then approve into the live stream. So again, just another level of Twitter curation. But let's say you have a specific hashtag. Let's say they were all attending the Blyve event. You could do hashtag Blyve Q&A, meaning that with only tweets with that hashtag will appear here in the pending stream. You could also treat those folks who appear here in the pending stream as folks who can be what we call trusted. Perhaps it's a good time to kind of transition here and talk about the different levels that we have, user types. So we have 3 different levels of users. We have a moderator, who is the person who creates the event. We have co-moderators, and you can have as many of those as you want. There's no sort of limit on that. And a co-moderator has exactly the same level of functionality, minus a few small things that a moderator does. So a co-moderator would see the exact same thing that you guys see here on your screen. And the next level down that we have is a trusted user. And a trusted user is like here, like Quentin. We made him a trusted user, and anything that he says automatically goes into the live stream. Quentin, if you want, feel free to go ahead and put in a comment, and let's just show everyone how it appears here at the top of the stream.
Let's do one more and do a Twitter search for Fandroid.
All right, let's do that.
PH.
Oh yeah, of course.
There we go.
There we go. So now here are all the related tweets with Fandroid. Let's pick one of those and put it in here. All right, so last thing to show you here about it feels good to be a trusted user. There you go. So let's say that Quentin starts to abuse his privileges. One of the things that you can do is, so as we mentioned, you have co-moderators, moderators, co-moderators, trusted viewers. One of the things that you can do is you can actually also ban people. So I won't do it now, but what will basically happen is if I ban somebody, that person will really kind of not know what has happened, and on the moderator side and everybody else that's attending, they will no longer see any of, in this case, Quentin's messages. So
Quentin just had a question.
Yeah, let's see here. Did you save it for later?
Save for later.
All right, so one of the other modules here is our comments module. And the comments module allows you to have a couple different things. You can have a save for later queue, which is, I guess, there it is, where Randy put in the message from Quentin. And you can also have assigned comments, and we'll share that functionality with you in a bit, as well as a queue of any sort of deleted comments that you didn't want in the message stream. All right, so I've opened up the save for later, and I am going to go ahead and reply to Quentin's comment. So let me show you how. All right, so you can see the comment left the comment module, and it's now here at the top of the live stream with my reply. And you can also, easily come in and edit the reply if you'd like. So the way that you would do that today is, let's say, here, let's go back to keyword Blyve. Let's remove these people that we don't want. So this is Randy's tweet here. So I'm going to move over more, click reply, and now when I reply, and I select the Twitter icon, what will happen is that @DJ Kassar is going to get an @reply in his account that says, I just replied to your comment, a few more minutes until Blyve Q&A and demo time. And then it'll include a link back to the event on your website. And again, that will also end up here in the live stream. So yes, Quentin, absolutely. You can pick any tweet from the Twitter search column and reply to it, approve it. Again, you can do the same sort of thing where you can save it for later. You could set something as a status, which creates this sort of blue bar up here at the top. You can also view more tweets from specific people. So if you want to see all of DJ Kassar or tweets, that's how that would work. So a lot of different ways in which you can utilize Twitter. All right, so what we've talked about here are some of the basic functions of Blyve. What I want to show you guys now is some of the media items. So let me go ahead and grab a YouTube video. Here's a video of Fred Armisen.
You did an episode of My Family too? You did that?
And what I'm going to do is just simply come in here in the comment box, paste it, and you'll see that that video now becomes that URL becomes an automated preview of the video. So same thing happens if you go to something like Flickr. I can copy and paste a Flickr URL, and that'll automatically translate into a Flickr preview. So we do the same sort of behind-the-scenes magic with Flickr, with YouTube, with Instagram, with Vine, a whole bunch of different services. And if there's anything that you would like in there, we can easily add those. All right, so we just got a comment here in the pending stream. James, it's nice to have you here. What I want to show you guys here is, actually, James, if you don't mind, go ahead and put in another comment in the pending stream. While I reply to your comment. All right, so that's again how you do compose a reply. Now, one of the benefits of Blyve with replies is this is now one, quote unquote element. It's a single piece here with the Q and the A, right? Versus the question being here and maybe the answer being down here. So it's nice to be able to have those sorts of that sort of a hierarchy directly here, and you can actually add another comment. So you can see here that the replies will stack up. Now these replies are just from moderators and co-moderators. We don't do viewer replies for a couple different reasons that we can get into offline for any of those of you out there that are interested in that thought process. All right, so we have another comment in here. So again, this is where the pending stream will stack up with all sorts of comments. And on the right-hand side, as I mentioned with Twitter search, if you mouse over, the stream will pause. The same thing will happen here in the pending stream. As you mouse over, the pending stream will pause, so you can process all your comments that are coming in. Especially for live events that have a ton of users in them, it's a really powerful and subtle feature. So in the pending stream, you can do the same thing you can do in the Twitter search stream. You can approve a message, you can reply to it, you can assign it, you can delete it, And then there's a bunch of other things here in the more, save for later, edit, set a status, so on and so forth. So what I'd like to do is, Quentin, you're a trusted user. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take a comment here from James and assign it to you. So this workflow here is really kind of where the Q&A platform becomes extremely powerful. When you have a moderator who's moderating, they can pick and choose which comments to assign to different panelists that you might have. And in this case, let's assume here that Quentin is one of our panelists. So Quentin, I'm going to take this message, and I know there's about a 30-second delay here, so hopefully we can make this work, but I'm going to assign it to you, Quentin. And now that message, as you can see, says this message has been assigned to Quentin. So Quentin, now on your screen on the right-hand side of the demo page, you should see a number 1 that appeared right beneath the comment area. And if you were to select that, that is where all the assigned comments would appear that have been assigned to just you. So you can open that up if you like. You can compose a reply, put just something in there random if you'd like. And then when you're ready, you can go ahead and submit that into the system. And then that message will leave your assigned queue and appear into the live stream for everybody else to view. So you can have unlimited trusted users, meaning anytime a question comes in from a pending stream, you can assign it to whichever panelist you want, whether it's 5 people, 10 people, whatever it might be. A good case study for this functionality is actually one of our clients, Shell. They came to us, hey, there you go, Quentin. Thanks for the reply. Yes, we'll give you a 20 later for that. So on the with Shell, what they did is they came to us and said, hey, we want to have a conversation with the public and our executives about the future of energy, especially as it pertains to different geographical regions. But we don't want to do this in a way that's unmoderated, i.e., it'd be too risky to do this on Twitter and too risky to do this on Facebook. So we need a system that works for us. We have a microsite that we built, and we would like the Blyve event to be embedded within that microsite. So what happens is that when the Blyve event is embedded on the Shell website, those folks can actually log into Blyve, log into the event with their Shell credentials. We have a custom login API that allows you to do those sorts of integrations. And then as comments come in from viewers, they get assigned to the different Shell executives. And the Shell executives can either reply to those comments or decline to reply to a comment. But in the end, what you have is a curated stream of comments that are handpicked by the moderator. So Shell has an excellent event with lots of questions and answers, media, so on and so forth, without the risk of being hash-jacked.
You want to show them the screenshot of Shell? Bring that up.
How?
Show them the SlideShare presentation. Just to give them a visual so they understand what I'm talking about.
I think this is the one.
Yeah, this one. For anybody that's interested, we have a lot of these presentations up on SlideShare. So if you go to slideshare.net/Blyve, that's where all of our customer examples and product information is up.
There you go. So this is an example of the Shell event. This is a microsite they call Shell Dialogues. As you can see here, there's a Q&A session happening. This is where they punch in their Shell credentials. There's a couple other examples while we're at it. This is a Read Write Web, and they used Blyve at the last Apple event, the Apple iPad Air announcement. You can see they're uploading media directly from the event via our Dropbox feature. This is the Arena Football League. They used this recently in the same sort of LiveBoards module that you guys are seeing today to cover an interactive, to cover a press conference in an interactive manner. They chose to do a live stream of comments with some media, a live poll, real-time tweets, again, embedded in their page, looks like them, feels like them. That's the whole goal. And I think the next example here for you is Impact Wrestling. They're some good friends of ours who were doing second screen experiences around a live TV show. So their page had quite a bit of functionality, which is neat. They had live video being piped in, again, media being sent directly from the ring side, real-time tweets, live polls, so on and so forth. All right, let's switch back and let's continue the media example. All right, so we talked about how you can copy and paste URLs. The other one thing that you can do is you can come in here and either A, upload media directly from your desktop. So let's grab a picture here of a motorcycle, click submit. It'll grab the file directly from your desktop. It'll add it into your event. It's processing it real quick, and then you'll see here it'll add it immediately into into the event. If my internet connection wants to work with me. There we go. So there's our fancy video, motorcycle photo. You can also do the same thing with Dropbox. So James, appreciate the comment. It's also one of our favorite features as well. So the way that this works is you have a Dropbox chooser that appears. Here, let's do this differently. There we go. And now I can come in here and grab this folder, this file, and without any sort of upload, I'll put in the description. It's a picture I took in Bordeaux, and there is the picture directly from Dropbox without any sort of uploading delay. And the nice thing about this is you can prep your event in advance and create a folder on Dropbox for your event, and then just easily, quickly drag and drop basically those images into your Blyve event. All right, so I'm going to pause here for a second and see if you guys have any questions so far. There's going to be a little bit of a delay since there's about a 30-second lag here with YouTube on air, or Hangouts on air, I should say.
I don't see any questions.
No questions yet? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, folks. Let's see here. Let's move on to the next section. So just a couple more things to show you, and then we will be done here. So we talked briefly about the ads. So the ad manager is where you can create ads and put them on a schedule that you define. So you could have 4 or 5 different ads appear in a certain schedule that you define, which could be every, say, 10 minutes or every 10 messages. So let's go ahead and turn it off. When I turn on the ads, what you'll see here are all the different schedules that I have. And I'm going to take the one that we have here. So we're offering folks today who sign up for a blogger or producer account 500 free pay-as-you-go users. And then when I click save, the ad will appear. And now every 20 minutes or so, every 20 minutes to be specific, this ad that I had created previously will end up in the event. So we've seen this used in a couple different ways. This can be used as a means to give folks an incentive to join. It could be a means to say, hey, here's our Q&A. You want to put a comment in on a repetitive basis. Maybe there's you're hosting live video and there could be some complications. We've seen one of our clients use the ad manager as a means to remind people to go to the Q&A, FAQ, I should say, to keep up to date with whatever might be going on and any sorts of tips and tricks there. So when you, if I was to go ahead and click on this ad, I'll launch it into another window here. What you'll see is immediately it registers 1 click. So you're tracking exactly how many people will actually click on your ad in real time. So for any of you who are interested in signing up today for our blogger or producer account, if you were to click that link, you will be taken to our plans page where you can begin the process. Once you've submitted your account, we will then add those 500 free users into your account. So let's talk about that briefly for a minute. About a week ago, we introduced a brand new billing platform that gives you the ability to have immediate access to a Blyve account. Long gone are the days of having to do manual invoices. So there are two plan types. You can have a subscription to Blyve, which is the more affordable, persistent, consistent way if you do events on a regular basis, or you can use Blyve as a pay-as-you-go sort of client. So I'm going to switch over to the My Account section and show you what those look like. So I'm a producer account today, and I have a choice of picking one of these monthly plans on here, or if I do events only on an occasional basis, I can pick the pay-as-you-go plan. And you can do this all on the fly without having to contact us. You can just punch in your credit card information and be off. So it's very, very straightforward. So if you're interested in signing up today to receive those 500 free pay-as-you-go users, feel free to go ahead and do that whenever you're ready, and we will put those users into your account. All right, last thing to show you guys is just the basic settings for the event. Up here is where you would be able to control the various settings of your Blyve account. So event settings is where you can change the state of your event to standby, or you can complete it. Viewer comments, you can have it. You can have them require moderation, which is by far what's most common. You can auto-approve all comments, which might be a good idea if you have a small group of users, or you can actually not have any sort of viewer comments and just do a one-directional sort of live blog per se. This is where the next section down, this is where you would come in and create, invite, I should say, moderators and trusted users to your event. So let me give you an example. So a co-moderator could be invited easily by just punching in their Blyve username. But let's say you wanted to bring in a Q&A user to help reply to some questions. Most likely, maybe they're an executive or a celebrity. They might not have a Blyve account. So you would say, no, they don't have a Blyve account. And this is where you'd simply punch in their name. Let's say Lady Gaga was to come in and answer some questions. So Lady Gaga, whatever her email address might be, you can punch in her a username for her. You can even upload a photo for her. And when you click invite, she's going to get an email from Blyve saying you've been invited as a trusted user to this event, and it'll automatically sign her in to the event hosted on your site. So there's very little there's no learning curve really here at all for her. So it's a nice way to bring in panelists into your Q&A session without having to kind of expose them to the Blyve console. Next section down, you can see who we have as moderators: DJ Kassar, Randy, Quentin. We have you here as a trusted user, and note we have not banned anybody yet. I guess everyone's been good today. So, anyways, this is where you would apply the templates to all the CSS maybe, or the colors. And the next section down is the live board, and this is where you guys are looking at today. You're looking at the video mode, and that is really it for today. We've shown you basically in just a couple of minutes here how to host an awesome Q&A session with Blyve, with trusted users, with co-moderators, with tweets, with replies, with polls. It's just really a unique system to give you the ability to tap into exactly what your viewers and your customers are thinking. So if you guys have any more questions, feel free to ask them now in the pending stream. We'll hang on here for just a few minutes. If not, thank you for joining. Definitely, if you would like to sign up today for our blogger or producer account, go ahead and click on the ad on the bottom left-hand side of your screen, and we will give you guys 500 free pay-as-you-go users. Scroll there. James or Quentin, any other final comments before we go?
Or anybody else that's attending?
Yeah.
We've done a lot of these before, so we want to kind of hear what your needs are and help you, choose the right platform. All right, question from James.
James here says, I may have missed this as I came in a bit late. On the pay-as-you-go plan, is it $15 to add 100 viewers to the base of 250? So if you're talking about the basic plan, yes. If you add 100, the $15 will be added to your base of 250. And to that point, the pay-as-you-go readers do not expire. So if you needed to buy an additional X amount of users, you could easily do that, and you use them when you use them. They do not expire, as opposed to the monthly subscription, where if you bought, I don't know, a subscription for 10,000 users and you only use 6,000, those 4,000 do not roll over into the next month. But pay-as-you-go users do, and in the case of a basic user who adds some, it will add to the base of 250. Good question, James. Appreciate it. All right, while we are wrapping up here, let's put one final poll.
All right, another question from Quentin. What happens if you outpace your plan? Does Blyve automatically charge you for the next tier of however many viewers you need?
Great question, Quentin. So if you are in a monthly subscription, here's the way that it works. When you, so let's use the same example. If you bought a plan for 10,000 users and you're in an event and you're going over the 10,000 user mark, the way that it works is that we at Blyve do not want to penalize you for your success. That's first and foremost the number one thing we want to communicate. If you have an event that is going over, we will not close down the event for you as a blogger or producer account holder who's in a subscription. That is, in our minds, the number one thing here is to communicate that your event will not be shut down, people will not be blocked. What will happen is that if you go over, let's say you have that subscription for 10,000 users and you go over by 200, the next month you will have access to 9,800 users. So we just basically pull from your next month to kind of create that balance there. You also, though, at any point in time have the ability to add additional pay-as-you-go viewers to your Blyve account. So once you've exceeded that limit, you can't create another event until the next month, but the current event will not be shut down. If you want to create more events, you can either upgrade your subscription or you can add some pay-as-you-go readers to get you over and able to create your next live event. Thanks, Quentin. I appreciate that. It's difficult for me to create a poll and and chat here at the same time, but I do appreciate that. We take a lot of pride in the plans that we have and the way that we want to build relationships with our customers. We want to make sure that you guys are successful on Blyve all the time, and that you are not penalized for folks that come in, frankly, totally out of your control. So appreciate the question, and glad that that makes sense to you. All right, guys, I think we are done here for the day. We will be doing another one this
Wednesday, Wednesday, April 2nd. So if you know of anybody else that'll be interested in running and hosting a moderated live Q&A with the Twitter curation, the collaboration features that we talked about, and monetization features in terms of the ad platform, definitely spread the word. The URL that you guys register for on Eventbrite is the place to go. So blivedemo.eventbrite.com definitely share that with your contacts. Maybe your coworkers want to take a look at it as well. If you have any other questions, you can always hit us up on email, contact@blyve.com. Randy, that's me, is at DJ Kassar on Twitter. Ramsey, you're at RamseyK.
Yep.
And if you have any other questions, definitely shoot us an email. You can jump on the phone, can walk you through whatever. And again, we're really excited to show you this really cool platform that we built over the past 6 years.
Again, thank you, everybody. We will hopefully talk to you all soon. Take care.